In 2025, the global landscape is undergoing significant shifts, with Africa emerging as a pivotal player in the evolving international order. During a recent state visit to Kenya, Finland's President Alexander Stubb highlighted Africa's growing importance, stating that Kenya is poised to be at the forefront of the New World Order. Here are the key African nations shaping the new global order. 1. Kenya. Kenya is positioning itself as a technological and diplomatic hub. Initiatives like Konza Technopolis, dubbed Silicon Savannah, aim to attract tech firms and research institutions. Additionally, Kenya's active participation in international forums underscores its commitment to global engagement. 2. South Africa. As the host of the 2025 G20 Summit, South Africa is advocating for inclusive economic growth and sustainable development. The country emphasizes the need for a balanced energy transition that aligns economic growth with environmental sustainability. 3. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, Alliance of Sahel States. These countries are seeking greater regional integration and autonomy. The Sahel states have announced initiatives like a joint military force, a common currency, and infrastructure programs to boost self-reliance. While these efforts aim to enhance stability and economic independence, they also risk isolation from traditional allies and potential internal dissent. As global dynamics shift, Africa emerges at the crossroads of opportunity and challenge. Let's delve into insights from U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Jim Risch, who sheds light on the region's pivotal role in the evolving global landscape.
The United States Senate Foreign Relations Committee will come to order. Good morning, everyone. This administration have already acted to better protect U.S. national security in the region. In President Trump's first term, his administration engaged in talks with Kenya over a potential free trade agreement, a first for sub-Saharan Africa. And now Secretary Rubio and other senior officials have ramped up engagement and confronted threats from al-Shabaab and the Islamic State head-on. But these efforts cannot be siloed. They must be part of a broad strategic effort to protect American interests in Africa while also protecting the U.S. taxpayer's pocketbook. That means being clear-eyed about our potential and existing partners in the region. In many cases, these governments are not wholly legitimate, which raises the question of whether engagement is worth the cost. Take, for example, South Sudan. Its government exists based on a peace agreement that its signatories routinely violate. The U.S. played a central role in the country's creation, a legacy that has carried a financial cost well above $10 billion in assistance since independence in 2011. Yet the returns on this investment, in terms of securing a sustainable peace and a functional state, are marginal at best and arguably diminishing. Additionally, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Uganda each face serious domestic challenges that severely limit what U.S. investment can do. This fact, unfortunately, demands our restraint. Many African nations maintain troubling ties with China, including key national security partners. Just last month, President Ruto declared that Kenya, a major non-NATO ally, and China are co-architects of a new world order. That's not just alignment to China, it's allegiance. I submit for the record the text of that speech. I'm going to enter it in the record at the conclusion of the hearing that describes this. Relying on leaders who embrace Beijing so openly is an error. It's time to reassess our relationship with Kenya and others who forge tight bonds with China. And it isn't just an embracement of China, but also the, quote, new world order.
Africa's ascent in the global order is marked by proactive engagement, strategic partnerships, and a focus on sustainable development. As nations like Kenya and South Africa lead the way, the continent's collective efforts will determine its trajectory in the new world order.